So before I start this video, I want to say this is probably one of the weirdest Craigslist deals I've ever done before. If you saw my last video talking about the agreement going through, it didn't take till another month for it to finally happen. Hesitations over on my end. I don't know if I didn't want to buy the cameras. The cameras were becoming cheaper on eBay. So then this guy went ahead and reduced the price further from what the original price was for me. And I decided to go for it. You know what's behind me there? That is the Sony HVR 1000U. Now, you guys think, why in the f did you buy a tape camera? There's a reason to it. This bad boy, this big behemoth right here, is being used for a very big reason. And that reason is because of the fact that I'm going to be doing more podcasts. This is hinting the microphone that I'm talking through. This is hinting the lighting that I have. This is also hinting the tripod that the Nikon's on. The Nikon is going to be used for like videos like this where I'm going to upload to YouTube. This will become more versatile when it comes to live broadcasting onto Twitch, YouTube, any platform that can accept OBS broadcasting. Essentially, that's where I want to stream at. Streaming is going to be a tax. Streaming is definitely gonna have to take a lot of energy out of me for me to be able to like talk nonstop, answer questions, and do all this fun stuff. But it's gonna pay off because YouTube as a platform is great, but you don't leave all your eggs in one basket. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you some of the shots of the journey to get this camera. Okay, so today's a big day. Today I'm purchasing 2 cameras. And I'm just gonna go ahead and get in the car and explain to it more once we get there.
What's good?
Did you get back from the gym?
You just got back?
Yeah, I did. 3 years of lagging on this poor guy. 3 years. I'm not kidding, 3 years. And finally buying it today, cash ready.
This man has the patience of a saint.
I mean, he keeps leaving in Mexico and back, so this guy I've been lagging off for so long. I made a video before talking about it, and now it's finally happening today. It's kind of like an impulse, like just go do it. The goals of these cameras is to probably sell one of them to recuperate the cost of both cameras, and to keep one camera only. Or I might keep both cameras, but the one problem is the other camera is center definition, and I kind of don't really need that. The other one is HD, but it takes tape only, so that camera's only gonna be used for like broadcasting only, for what I have cooking up soon. You guys don't know just yet, but there'll be a new addition to the YouTube channel, but that's just in the works. That one random massage place that every single area has. Rabu Bank. Center Point. This is a nice area. This would be considered a dinosaur. It's a Sony HVR HD 1000U. So what this thing isn't before is for my podcast. If you noticed, I have been talking about podcast. Sorry, I've like something's covering my mouth and I bring that down. The point of the podcast is for me to have these type of cameras that will continuously record no matter what. So these take power supplies, they have HDMI output. This is probably the perfect camera for what I need it for. Yeah, it's not gonna be the highest quality, but who cares? I'm gonna be live streaming, so you know, that's what this is for. It's very simple, to be honest with you. It looks crazy, but it has all the simple functionality like a DSLR, except, you know, being able to record longer and better endurance, and continuous recording without it overheating, because it's a CMOS sensor. So we're gonna get back to the house, and I'm gonna get behind the good camera, get in front of the good camera, and talk about why I got this. All right, now we're back. So you can see that was quite a bit of journey, made a pit stop, but I believe it's time to talk about the features of this camera and why is it beneficial. Now you guys are probably gonna freak out and probably say, why did you buy a camera like that? It takes tape, it's 1080i, yada yada yada. Being honest with you, 1080i, nothing wrong with that. In terms of broadcasting, this is the perfect candidate for broadcasting. I keep hitting this microphone, man. I just keep hitting it. I have visions with this thing for me to use it, you know, live, going on the streets, doing questionnaires, and this camera will, how I should say, fit the need and the want for me to want to make videos, you know. But just look at this thing, man. It's a tank. It's absolutely big. It fits over my shoulder. The screen flips. The screen is absolutely a joke, to be honest with you. But it is touchscreen. I could say that. But I mean, look at this thing. This is the thumbnail photo now. This camera, the complete perfect candidate for my YouTube videos. I just cannot stress it enough on what the capabilities this thing can do, how it can do it, and how it's going to help me long term with this channel to streamline things instead of having to offload, upload, edit down, mix down. If I'm able to find a way to fast the turnover rate on uploading YouTube videos, woo, man, I'm gonna be cooking up videos every day for you guys, and this camera should be the start of that process. The specs, as I remember, is 1080i. I don't know if that's 60p, to be honest, but I'll put the link in the description. Flip out screen, viewfinder, has 3.5 input for microphone. Not that crazy. I'm not really looking for mic inputs. Does offer headphone monitoring. On the side, it offers components. It offers standard, offers S video. I don't need any of that. The best port out of all is behind the door where the FireWire is at, which shows the SD card slot for photos, which is completely useless. I'll never use. And it has that glorious HDMI out. And well, there is the HDV slot for the you know, for the mini DV tape, which is still perfectly fine. It's efficient, but I'm not really gonna be using it as often. On the other side, where the buttons are at, there is the, you know, the night mode. There's a super steady shot. Has a Carl Zeiss lens on there, and usual, every Sony camera has one. And then has two cold shoes on top of the camera, a slow zoom, a secondary record button, and it has the standard Nikon, standard Sony battery on the back. So I mean, it's cool. I could definitely see this. This thing, not gonna lie, it has a lot of potential. It is an old camera, I do know, but there is a bonus. Now this camera here is old. I'm just gonna clarify that right up. It's old. Does it turn on? I don't know. Let's find out right now. But it's a tank, man. Like it feels like it's quality. Has XLR. It has an XLR microphone on the side. That's actually pretty sick. This thing's pretty advanced. Too bad it's fallen out of its time. If these features were on that other camera, oh man, my camera would be rocking everywhere. But hey, you know what? Perfectly fine. So let's get down to the price for both of the cameras. What it costed out of the door, straight hard cold cash. It costed me in total, after several negotiations over 3 years, of simply $400. Absolutely killer of a deal for these cameras. I mean, such good condition, especially this one. I really like this camera the most because of the fisheye. The fisheye should be interchangeable with my other camera, but I don't know. I haven't tried just yet. So thank you for watching my video on the update on the longest Craigslist deal of all time. The guy was actually surprised to see me. Was surprised I was actually going to come through with it. And now that the cameras are in my possession, you should see some very cool things happening on the channel. Quality will lower a bit, being honest with you, but you know, YouTube doesn't pay me quality, and so they won't get quality. sorry guys, sorry, YouTube don't demonetize me. Oh wait, I am. All right, that's all you guys. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.